Morning, everybody. I'm still here at elk camp. I'll be leaving here soon. It's early in the morning. It's day one of our elk hunt. So, as you can see, there's some pretty decent mounts in here. These are just a few of the many. So, I guess I'll see you out on the field. Talk to you later. All right, it's time for some hunting.
Some nice bulls. Got also 2 trophy-sized muleys that have come through here in the last 2 weeks. They're pretty sporadic, but they've been here. There's a nice water hole just off to our right here, kind of off to the south. And those elk have been coming in here. They come real late. We're going to sit here until the last shooting light to try to get them. But it's a good spot because we're gonna have action of some sort, deer or elk. There's even been antelope on there, so we're just gonna sit here and wait it out. It's getting about the time, so we actually bumped a couple of deer coming out when we got into the stand, which was surprising since it's 8,000 degrees Fahrenheit today, which is our hopes that they're gonna come out and get a drink, because it's been so dang hot here for the last couple days, so just wait and see what happens. So, we just had one of the shooters come running down to the blind. There's already a bunch of does getting pretty close to us. There was a lot of eyes on us. We're in a blind, which is nice, but he come down to our left here, and I had a shot at him, we couldn't get the camera on him. So we did some resituating, and in the fracas, the doe busted us. She was probably like 15 yards out the window here. And they took off. They didn't bust out hard. I mean, they were wondering what the heck was going on. And he went up to the top of the hill, and we finally got the camera on him, but
I was so nervous, it was huge.
it's solid muley buck. He's one of the two that I was talking about earlier. Kind of weak on one fork, but just very tall, fairly wide, not super wide, but I mean he's outside both his ears, probably 4 inches. So I mean he's getting in the good width range. We just came out to the same spot yesterday that the smaller of the two bucks kind of toyed with us a little, went behind us rather than where we wanted him to go. And today the opposite thing happened. I said, the wind sucks for the blind. Let's move up to the top of that ridge. I think that they're going to be skirting that ridge. And I said, and if we move far enough down on them, they'll work right up along this fence line. So we had them on this fence line. The field they want to go into is just right over to the west of us here. And they come up, doe and two fawns, and then two bucks. One really big buck, very nice buck in anybody's book. He's one that I everybody else was moving up here 60 yards, 50 yards, and he was still out about 100. All of a sudden you look at him and he's running to catch up. So things start happening fast. We had a good setup. Wind was perfect. We're set up. I had a good lane to him. He comes up. I'm ranging him. He was at 47 yards. Kind of through some grass, but then I had an opening where the other buck was at 30 yards. So I was waiting for him to get there. Pulled up. Went to get him in the scope as he was moving. And for whatever reason, we've been sitting here trying to figure it out. But the doe that was already way past us blew and took off. And they took off. And this tree was kind of hindering this arm of my crossbow to get a good shot on him, like to be right at him. The arm of my crossbow was leaning up against this tree, so if I'd have pulled the trigger, I'd have missed him anyway. So it's a botched opportunity. They did everything we needed them to do, but hunting them from the ground. This up. I'm just gonna take it, man. Oh, that's what I'd do. Just take it. Poked her. Kind of hit her a little back, it looked like. But stroked her. Meat, baby. I could still see her.
After all those bucks.
All the bucks, man.
The does are what screwed us up.
So we took care of the problem. She just dipped down in there.
I really couldn't see much. I was gonna...
Dude, she just dipped down in this. I don't know. We'll give her some time. Gave her... I don't know.
I didn't want to move, dude.
No,
I don't know, we needed to get something.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't come all this way, you know. I got a doe tag, so we still can get a buck, but
Yeah.
after all the problems the does have given us over the last 2 days, at 45 yards, you gotta take that shot. You got to.
Definitely. And I didn't want to move at all.
No, I should have waited for her a little bit. She was kind of quartering to me, so I think it hit a little far back, but who knows? She's not gonna go too far, I don't think. She didn't look like she was feeling too good when she went over the hill. We'll give her a little bit of time though. And hey, should be eating some tenderloins tonight.
Knew it hit her, it ended up coming out a little far back. But entrance is good. But we had a little trouble on the shot. Russell couldn't, we were in some trees and we've gotten busted the last 2 nights in a row by good bucks because of these girls right here. They have caught us moving, smelled us, whatever, but they have busted us on our hunt the last 2 nights. Messed up a really good buck last night, so I have doe tags, so I said, I'm gonna take this. We're gonna come out of this trip with something. And Russell said, take her. So I shot her 45 yards on the money, arranged her, and hit her good. She didn't go but what, maybe like 80, 90 yards.
Yeah.
She didn't go very far. And so now we got some camp meat for the night.
Yep.
So it'll be good.
"45 yards, you gotta take that shot."